all. So for 7.2 combinations, the learning outcome for this video will be finding the combinations of a set of objects with condition. So for combination with conditions, when choosing objects involve certain conditions or restriction, the given condition must be taken into account when using NCR formula together with multiplication principle. So if there is a word or, we are going to use addition operation, and the word and will suggest us to use multiplication operation. Now, let's look at example 19. If there are 8 girls and 7 boys in a class, how many ways could a group be chosen so that there are 2 boys and 2 girls in a group? So here the condition is a group must have 2 boys and 2 girls. So for girls, we have a total of 8. And boys, we have 7. So to choose 2 from each of the genders, it will be 8C2. So from 8 girls, we are choosing 2 girls. And there is a word and here, that means multiply. So now from 7 boys, we are going to choose 2. So 8C2 multiplied by 7C2. And the results will be 588. Now let's look at example 20. A 3-member committee is to be formed from 4 couples. Okay, so 3-member committee, that means R equals to 3. And from 4 couples, so a couples have 1 man and 1 woman. So 4 couples mean there will be in total 4 husbands. So because in this situation we have husband and wife, so 4 husband and 4 wife. So we have 8 person in total. Now find the possible number of committees that can be formed if all the members are men. So here we have 8 person. We want to select 3 to be a member of committee. So for part A, the condition here is all members are men. So we have now 4 men because for the husband. So we have 4 husbands, that means 4 men. So from 4 men, we need to choose only 3 as a member of committee. So it will be 4 men, we choose 3. So 4C3 will be 4. Now for part B, the husband and wife cannot be in the committee at the same time. So let's say if the husband is already in a committee, the wife cannot be the member of committee as well. What I'm going to do is, from 4 couples, we choose 3 couples first. And then from 3 couples, we are going to choose 1. So here, we are going to start with 4C3. Okay, so this one we haven't finished select yet. Now, since we have already choose 3 couples, so each couple, we are going to select only 1 person. So that means it will be 2C1 for couple A multiplied by 2C1 for couple B multiplied by 2C1 for couple C. Now let's calculate how many ways. 32. Now let's try one more example. So the final example, example 21. So in a football training squad of 24 people, 3 are goalkeepers, 7 are defenders, 6 are midfielders, and 8 are forward. A final squad of 16. So we want to select only 16. That must consist of 2 goalkeepers, 4 defenders, 5 midfielders, and 5 forwards. Find the number of possible selection if one particular goalkeeper, 2 particular defenders, 3 particular midfielder, and 3 particular forward are automatically selected. Now, let us just list all the things here. GK as goalkeeper, D for defender, midfielder MF, and forward as F. Now, we want to choose 2 goalkeepers, 4 defenders, 5 midfielders, and 5 forward. Now, for P. So there is actually a number of people that the coach has already reserved. So that means for goalkeepers, so the coach already have one person in mind. Okay, and for defender 2, midfielder 3, and forward 3. So this one, and represent the numbers. C represent the one that we want to choose, and P is the particular person that need to be included. Okay, so for the goalkeeper, since we want to select 2 for the team and we already have one particular person, so it will be 1C1 for that particular person, because we have already choose 1 from 3 in total. So that means the remaining person left will be 2. And we want to select one more person for the goalkeeper position. So for defenders, we already have 2 particular person that is selected from 7 in total. We want to choose only 4. Okay, so it will be 2C2 for particular person and multiply by, now 7 minus 2 will be 5. So 5C2 Y2, because we want to select in total 4. So 2 plus 2 will be 4. Okay, for midfielder, so it will be 3C3 multiplied by, since we have a total of 6, that means it will start with 3C. And we want in total 5% to be choose. So we have already select 3, so the remaining will be 2. So for forward position, 3C3 multiplied by 5C2. Now if you look here, the total number on the above here is actually the total of n. So 1 plus 2 will be 3, 2 plus 5 is 7, 3 plus 3 is 6, and 3 plus 5 is 8. And the one below here is actually the total number that we want to choose. So if we look here, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, 3 plus 2 is 5, and 3 plus 2 here will be 5 as well. Okay, so let us calculate first. Now, what are we going to do with these numbers? So are we going to adding them up, or we are going to multiply them up? Let's look at this situation. So we want to select a total of 16. So here 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5 will be 16. So this is actually a group of people that we want to select. So that means we multiply each of these numbers. So this is actually an extra note for permutation and combinations. So to differentiate between permutation and combinations, we are looking for the keyword choose and arrange. So for permutation, we look for the keyword arrange, order, password, code, and numbers. If you see all these words in the questions, that means we are going to use permutation. But if the question only said choose or select or pick, so we are going to use combination. The relation between combination and permutation. So for the case for NPR in permutation, so it is actually the same as we choose first and then we arrange. So if you have a situation where you want to choose first and then you want to arrange the thing that you have chose, we are going to use this formula, NCR multiplied by R factorial. And this is actually the same as NPR. So why do we say that it is the same? For the left hand side, which is NPR, we know that the formula is actually n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. And for the right hand side, which is for NCR multiplied by r factorial, we know that NCR will be n factorial over r factorial multiplied by n minus r factorial. Need to multiply by r factorial again, and r factorial over r factorial will be 1. That's why it will only left with n factorial over n minus r factorial. And if you see here, the left hand side and the right hand side are the same. So that's why NPR can also be written as NCR multiplied by r factorial. Okay, so that's all for topic 7. Thank you and bye-bye.